Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I played the first one back when it came out, and I have no idea what this one is going to be. English. I'm an English-speaking chap. Have you played the Stanley Parable? I have. Please adjust the slider till the computer is barely visible. It looks about good to me. No adjustment necessary. Please enter the current time. It is 5:06 p.m. Here we go. 5. No. There we go. Much better. 5:06 p.m. Confirm. Note, accessibility. Yeah. Just show me the gameplay, Stanley. Begin the game. Settings. Do we want settings? Oh, gotta crank the FOV. Gotta have max FOV in Stanley Parable. That's very important, obviously. One-handed walking? What is that? Hold left and right mouse to walk. Oh, I'm on a controller, so it's fine. VSync, 1920, borderless, good graphics. Any audio? Might turn it down just a tad. Might be a little bit loud. Oh, okay, that was exponential. Hang on. 69, there we go. We'll go to like 76. That sounds pretty good. Begin the game. Here we go. Will it start like the old Stanley Parable? Will it start like the same one?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
I think it's the same so far.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Okay.
This is what employee 427
I think it's the same as it was. Again, I played it when it came out, so I don't really remember, but it looks the same. This isn't even new graphics. Come on, Stanley Parable. You didn't even upgrade regular Source Engine Stanley Guy to have better graphics. Ultra Deluxe, yeah, more like I got fleeced for 25 bucks. Hey, Rednum, thanks for subscribing.
Something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
This is taking me back to watching PewDiePie play this like a decade ago. How's it going, bros? PewDiePie!
Hi.
Today we're playing the Stanley Parable. Oh my god, whoa! Bye-bye G-Fuel, whoa! Homeless Ghost, thank you Homeless Ghost for subscribing. You can be Napstabluke, obviously.
Shocked, frozen solid.
Do a bro fist,
Stanley
yeah, bro fist the camera.
To move for the longest time. But as
the game was
recreated
in Unity. Okay.
He got up from his desk and stepped out of his
office. Is this a first playthrough? It's a first playthrough of the Ultra Deluxe. I've played the old one before. Okay, sensitivity's way too low on the thumbstick. Hang on. Crank it. Nope. Crank it. Is it mouse sensitivity? It's still, oh my god, come on. Crank it. That's as high as it's gonna get. Okay, well, here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know, it means I gotta choose which way to go.
Perhaps he had simply
missed a memo. Left or right? I remember that Stanley Parable has a Minecraft part in it. That's about the extent of my memories.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't. I want to play Minecraft.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wow.
Yes,
truly a room worth admiring. Cold drinks. Does it have labeled drinks? You can't crouch. You can't crouch in Stanley. I want to crouch and read the labels.
Beautifully constructed room.
Let me get a soda.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
He's not drinking it in. He's thirsty. Oh well. Poor Stanley. No soda for you, Stanley.
To get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't. Stanley disobeys all orders.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Warning. Do not use the cargo lift.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
No, it's okay.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I don't know if I believe
There's
that.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you
You can crouch? What button is crouch?
Please.
Oh, what, the
Stop trying
left
to make
trigger
every
is crouch?
decision by
Huh?
yourself. Now,
What
I'm
on
not asking
earth?
for me.
That's not how video games are made.
This is it, Stanley.
Left trigger
Your
is crouch.
chance
What
to
the heck?
redeem
That's
yourself.
not right.
To put your work
That's incorrect.
aside. To let her back into your life.
Ooh, forklift.
She's been
All good
waiting.
games have forklifts. That's how you know Stanley Parable is good.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
No.
If you can truly place
I'm
your
standing in the
faith
darkness.
another,
I gotta
Then
avoid
pick
the
up the
spotlight.
phone.
Took that one Mario Party minigame where you avoid the spotlight. That one's really hard. Is that Mario Party or Pummel Party? I don't even remember. I think it might be Pummel Party. I'm pretty sure it's Pummel Party because me and my friends always play Pummel Party instead of Mario Party these days. Anyways, that one sucks. It's very difficult. I'm not grabbing that phone. Can I go under the table? Ooh, look at these graphics. Oh my god, I glitch into the table. This epic glitch in Stanley Parable changes the entire game. I'm not doing it. How long do I gotta wait? Does this like trigger an ending, or is this just like, whatever? You can unplug it? Ah.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him.
I didn't pick
filling
it up.
him not just with radiance, but with hope.
I didn't do
Hope
it,
for
idiot.
a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Uh-huh.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
With
You
the E
actually
button.
chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
That sounds
Not
like a
picking
boring
up the
game.
phone
Nobody
is
even
actually
gets shot in
somehow
that
an
game.
incorrect course of action.
My goal in Stanley
How's that
Parable
even
Ultra
possible?
Deluxe is to find a
None
gun.
of these
I'm pretty sure there
decisions
was
were
no
supposed to
gun in
mean
the first
anything.
one, but I want to find
I
a
don't
gun.
understand. How on earth
Give me
are
the
you making
handgun.
meaningful choices?
Give me the
What did
N1911 or the
Wait a
Glock.
second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe I was so mistaken.
You fool.
This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Oh, boy.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
That sounds fun.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
True.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Also
For
true.
example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent
Let's play
a machine
Raid
that
Shadow
eliminates
Legends,
food
starting out for
shortages
free.
across
What's up,
the world
Ace?
To make life better for
What's up,
all
Ace and
people.
friends? We're playing the
Or
new
he could
Stanley
spend
Parable
years of
version.
hard work
Something about
forgetting how to
hamburgers. I
read.
kind of missed that part.
Which choice would you
Too
make?
busy talking about Strawby.
Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time
How is
should
it?
you
Well, I
make
just
a
started,
choice
so we'll
that does
see.
not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
True.
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
My goodness.
Excellent.
Is it 4:30?
Making
I'm supposed
choices
to
on
be
a
having
regular
a back
basis
sack
is
and
the
crack.
best part to a healthy
Hey,
decision-making
Ace, thanks for
process.
subscribing. You can
Most
be...
medical professionals
visual
recommend making at least 8
overstimulation.
choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
True.
And the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. Okay, now
You
what?
may have noticed
That is that
this
texture?
room has begun to deteriorate.
Yeah,
as a
that
result
texture's
of
not aligned
narrative
right. Uh-oh.
contradiction.
I broke the
But
game.
not to worry. Now that you're properly informed
Look at all
of
these
good
forklifts.
decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Can I unplug the phone again? No, it's still unplugged. Do I have any way to rebel in this room? I don't think so. I think you have to go in the doorway. Doesn't seem like I can do anything. What are you playing this on? PC, but I'm using a controller. That's why the camera movements are so smoky smooth. Smoky? Can I grab the phone now? No? Okay. Fine. I'll do your bidding. For now. Through here? You said to redo my last... Oh, it's going to take me back. Is it going to take me back to the beginning of the game?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Oh, I could have jumped off and died? I should have done that.
Dying senselessly.
Oh, I got to go down to that walkway. I got to go down there.
Story would make no sense.
So many options in this game.
We just need to get you home
Toasted Jam. Thank you, Toasted Jam, for subscribing. You can be Jelly Delight.
It seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay, bye, lift. I'll jump off you next time, don't worry. It'll be very fun. Close this drawer. Somebody could bump their head into that. That's dangerous. Like, look at this. Ow, ow, ow. Don't you smile, drawer. You know what you did. Oh, when you crouch, you don't go fast, okay?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
That's what he thinks.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
No! Why did you do that?
Because it was funny.
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No, we're too late. It's going to collapse. All the textures are going to be so misaligned. Guess I'm going left this time. I think I broke it, though. It's probably broke. Oh, yeah, it's broken. I did it. I beat the game. It's okay. How was the new Stanley Parable? It's okay.
My story. You've destroyed
It's okay,
my
game.
work. Why? For what?
No, Dolman. I already beat Dolman, dude.
What did you
I
think
beat
was
the entire
so special
Dolman
about
game.
Seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do?
The narrator is really good. The narrator for Stanley Parables did a good job.
My story is now incorrect. How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work?
No, don't do that. I gotta play the game.
What's the answer?
If you shut it down, I probably gotta redo my key bindings. That'd be annoying.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
No.
I have to. I have to.
Don't do it. Oh, he's shutting it down. Every streamer thinking they are different by doing the opposite of what narrator says. I don't think any streamer's under the impression where they're like, bro, I'm gonna be a quirky guy. I bet that most people when they play this game probably follow the narrator, but I'm not gonna. I don't think any person who's ever played this game has thought that.
Here in this pile of rubbish.
This game has been out for like 10 years.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
No, your game's not destroyed, narrator. You're actually in the beginning of Portal
Portal
2. This is where Wheatley comes in and you gotta like ride the conveyor belt. This is actually a much better game. Isn't there like a Portal reference in Stanley Parable?
Important it was to be like
It probably was because you could do like
he actually knows how to do what I tell him to.
free source engine assets because it was sourced before, I think.
There's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you. You're a child.
True.
Oh. My story.
Any advice for treating post-Dolman depression, asks Greg. Not really.
There was a whole underground facility.
Play Dolman again. I could do a Dolman gun-only run.
Victorious. It would have been so perfect.
I feel like a Dolman gun-only run would be way too easy.
I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would.
Oh, reset.
That means choosing responsibly and
All right, I'm going to jump off the
lip
lip this time. I'm going to jump off the cliff.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
What's up, Hakuna Rivera?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, I want to jump off the lift and... do I want to die or land on the catwalk? Oh, wait, what?
Quickly, hurry back.
This again? It didn't reset the whole thing?
Exactly
Oh, you got to go
Stanley
back
would.
to the
choosing responsibly
beginning
and
room to
always
reset it,
putting
I
the
think.
Story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just
Played
follow
Dolman
my
with the
lead and you'll
Guitar
be
Hero
fine.
controller.
All right.
I beat Dolman with Guitar Hero
When Stanley
controls?
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Can you go back through this one? No. So the game is fixed now, right? It's not going to be glitched? Okay, yeah, it's working now.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips
Feeling
for
a wave
not
of
getting
disbelief,
fired.
Stanley
Talk less.
decided to go
Do
up to his
unbelievably
boss's
amazing
office,
work
hoping
all
he
the
might
time,
find
every
an
day
answer
with no...
there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Good advice. Broom closet. Let me in. It's labeled. Come on. Maybe later.
Coming to a staircase,
Wait, what?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
How do you get down to that door? Wow, the architecture in Stanley Parable really does not make real world sense. What an amazing observation by a witty streamer. Can I go in this one? Nope. It appears only open doors can be gone
Stepping
into.
inside his manager's
Oh
office,
my God,
Stanley
it's
was
anonymous.
once again stunned to discover
Please
not
don't
an
hack it.
indication of any human life.
Please don't hack me.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in
curious.
disbelief who orchestrated
Have you
this
played the
until he saw
OG
the
Red
door
Dead?
with a voice
Not one or
receiver
two.
next to it. Surely behind this
Or maybe
door
the
lay all the
OG
answers
Call
to
of
his
Juarez. Oh, you
questions.
mean like Red
And
Dead
beyond all
Revolver. No, I haven't played Red
probability,
Dead
he knew the
Revolver.
passcode. He had seen it on his
Or any
boss's
Call of
computer
Juarez
just
besides
last week.
the,
Night Shark 115.
The one with the
Was
cool
this the code to
cartoon
open the
graphics.
door?
What was that called?
Would it still
Gunslinger, I think.
work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now
I wish Stanley
he would
could
draw
bee-hop.
from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Stanley can't talk, narrator. All he can do is make clicking sounds. This could be a bit of an issue. Oh.
Stanley spoke
I
the
thought that was
code.
me clearing my throat. Nope.
Night Shark.
It was narrator the whole time.
115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Oh, I gotta hit the receiver? I can't. He speaks in Morse code.
I'm sorry, is there a
Do,
problem?
do.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I can't do it, narrator. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to open the door
You're
for
not
me.
gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't
Stanley
want
is
to see
too
what I
shy
had to
to
show
speak.
you,
Yeah, he's
then
a
why did
shy
you come
guy.
here? You had a choice, you know.
He's just
you could have
too
gone
shy.
through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There's Stanley. There he is.
Stanley? Hello?
Am I the narrator now?
Is everything okay?
Am I Stanley's Parable?
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk.
I want to jump. I want to be able to, like, jump through these platforms. Hey, the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. There we go. Good game.
Is everything all right?
Pretty good game. Developed by Crows. What'd you guys think? Quality title?
It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me?
The one thing I remember about Stanley Parable is that it's definitely over when it ends. It doesn't keep going for like 4 hours. So this is the ending of the game. Yes, okay, this is okay. This is okay game. Did you get the 5-year inactive trophy? I probably did.
This is more important.
Depends on how long ago I played it.
I need this.
Actually, I think I ran a program on my Steam to automatically play to every game for just long enough to get the cards. Like, I ran an idle card program, which definitely breaks Steam TOS. And I had, like, thousands of cards in my inventory, so maybe that program, like, played Stanley Parable.
Time to decide. Time to make sure your
That would make me not be able to get the achievable. Oh, no.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
That was pretty short credits as well. That wasn't even that long of credits. Is it going to put me back on the menu? Okay, no, back in the game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Okay,
missed
this
a
time
memo.
I'm falling off the lift onto the metal thing. That's my new plan, my new goal.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was
Cut
not
him off.
the correct
He got
way
cut
to
off.
the meeting room. and
Sorry,
Stanley
narrator,
knew
I'm
it
speed running.
perfectly well.
Look at me taking
Perhaps
these
he wanted
corners.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Vroom.
Wow. Yes.
Is
This
that
room.
accurate time?
What a beautiful
It's
room.
not, okay.
What a gorgeous,
Wow, unimmersive.
gorgeous room. But eager to get back to business,
Unimmersive Stanley
took
game.
the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible
here we
he
go.
wasn't fired years
We're going to the
ago.
platform.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
Take me up,
I'm
take me
not.
up.
I realize that investing
All my
your
Mario
trust in
skills have
someone else
prepared
can
me
be
for this
difficult,
moment.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Here we go. Perfect.
Really?
I'm too good.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Danger.
Are you that
Danger
convinced
everywhere.
that I
Yeah,
want
be-
something
beware of
bad to
danger. It
happen
is
to you?
everywhere.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm not Stanley, though. I'm not Stanley. What do I do? Let's let chat decide. The first color I see is a door I'm going through. That way nobody can accuse me of being a funny, quirky streamer. Okay, I saw red.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
I should have gone blue.
The
I already
problem
regret
is
it.
all these choices. The two
I
of us
regret it
always
already.
trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and
Oh, he put me in
running
an
and
infinite
running, just the way
hallway.
you're doing right now.
Wow, thanks, guys.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted
This is the
to
gameplay
stop.
you wanted. This is what you signed up for.
We would both
Walking
be
in
so
square
much happier
gameplay.
if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
This one? Can I go out a different door? No, this is the only door now. Here we go.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know. What are we looking for?
Here. Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It is pretty
If
nice.
we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
It is pretty
I
nice. I
actually
like it.
feel happy.
Kind of hurting my eyes. It was a little bright. I should have turned the brightness down a little bit when I had the chance. I should have actually made that computer hard to see. I was like, no, I'll make it easy to see. That's actually a meta choice in Stanley Parable. The first time you can rebel is by not adjusting the brightness correctly. Okay, it's fun. Bye-bye.
No, wait. Where are you going?
What is this, the dot room? Some kind of art installation?
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I'm
Please,
going
no,
back to the
Stanley,
depressing
let me
corporate
stay
building
here.
and you
Don't
can't
take
stop
this from
me.
me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Should I jump to my death? Yeah.
No! Oh,
Oh, there's no fall
God.
damage. No fall damage in
lived.
Stanley.
No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me.
Do I have a health
I
bar?
can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I have to do it like 5 times. Ah.
Stanley?
Not yet.
Let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally
told you.
willing to kill yourself to keep me from being
I want the
happy.
gun. You gotta give me
Am
the
I
gun,
reading
narrator.
The situation correctly?
Uh-huh. Crouch jump. Woo!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along.
but I guess that was too much to ask.
So sad.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Did it slow me down? I think I'm going slower now. Must be because of my low health bar, you know, because of the death.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I'm going to the blue door this time. Chat can't stop me. I won't let chat inhibit my will.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Blue door is better. IMO. Okay. Ooh, new content. Is this the Ultra Deluxe?
Oh, new content?
Ooh.
What does that mean, new content?
There we go. New content. Let's see it. Looks like Poppy playtime so far.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see
here
what
we go.
thrilling
New
new
content.
adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Thrilling adventures.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
So am I. I love content. As a guy who does YouTube, capital C content is kind of my main thing.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
What if it's just this elevator? What if you're just stuck in this cage and nothing happens? Is that what it is?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm on the narrator's side now. Me and narrator are on the same page.
Say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra
The narrator is a
Deluxe.
Let's Player now.
Tedious.
The narrator
It's
does
as
the
if
narration for you now. No need for my voiceover.
Let's see the content.
We got the
Give me
narrator.
the content, Stanley.
He's playing the game. Ooh.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh, I can jump now. Yes, I wanted to jump. Finally. Can I jump when I'm not in the circle? No, you had to be in the circle. Wow. Now this is content. I'm just gonna do this for a little bit. Don't mind me. $11. No, don't waste them. Oh, I'm using all of them. I'm using all of my jumps. Ta-da. Oh, no. Oh, no more jumps. Oh, man, that's sad. That was fun.
Is that it?
That was more fun than Amy.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Give me new content.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Give me the crouch
it's just
circle.
elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
There we go.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it?
Nice.
Oh, you've
This is
got to
the
be
jumping
kidding
circle.
me. You see, Stanley?
That's classic.
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar.
True.
And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this?
I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
This is getting pretty modern.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations.
True.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Okay.
No frills, no gimmicks.
I want to go to the new content
Just you and
again.
me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
I say no. Is there a no? Oh, okay. What's up, Stallbangle? Oh, hang on. The whole game changed. Whoa, it's different. That's what it looks like before in Stanley's Parable, but now it looks like this.
Psst, Stanley.
Sus event.
Come over here. In the vent.
Among Us? Among Us reference in Stanley?
Something.
Among Us, please? Among Us, Among Us, Among Us.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be, but it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
And Orlando?
Just our little secret. Take a look.
What did he make? Oh, he made a
call
beautiful
it
field.
The memory zone.
Wow.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Wait a minute. No. This we already played this game.
Like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
We played this one. What is this game called? There's a game, there's a walking simulator where all it is memories. There's a couple of those, actually. It's not a new concept.
Doesn't
Let's
the
see.
memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was
Wait, what does
sullied
that
with
say?
a cheap re-release? Remember back in
Galactic
October
Cafe.
of 2013 when the game originally launched?
Audience
Back
award.
then, video games had
What the heck? Oh,
integrity.
that's, is that a
Back then,
BAFTA?
It all meant something.
I can't see it because my
No
FOV is too high.
waste.
It's the British Academy of... Yeah, it is the BAFTA. Aha. Why do I know what the BAFTA looks like? What is wrong with me? Who cares about BAFTA when you can have a gift card? Postcard, I mean. Can you turn the globe? No. The world hasn't turned and left me here. What remains of Edith Finch? Maybe. All the achievements are framed. Wow. Nominee, BAFTA. Nominee, BAFTA. Nominee, BAFTA. So many BAFTAs. Is that dead Stanley? Oh my god. Was that an ending of Stanley?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
Destructoid?
James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many
Destructoid.
games that aspire to be more
Destructoid's no
than
good, come on.
games end up less than any form of art.
Gotta go to IGN.
Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created.
It's pretty good.
That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them.
Wow.
And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
So sad. This is pretty good so far. Pretty meta. Memory zone maintenance. Okay, don't go in there. Stay on the track, Stanley. Haven't you learned anything? Is that Hammer Editor? That's pretty good.
Here's another moving passage, this time from
GameSpot. I only gave it a 9, though.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games
Source.
and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices
Carpet
I've
textures.
ever been confronted with in a game.
Bike.
9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
The greatest
it just
wealth
needed
is
to
memory.
be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
True.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Let's do it. Oh, the memory zone maintenance is open. Uh-oh.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Hang on.
I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Oh, no, that giant
I haven't
pouch of
looked at
Steam
these in
reviews.
years.
That's not good.
I can't even imagine what's being collecting down here.
Not good.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
This is gonna be good. Let's see. What do you have to say, Denizens of Steam? Oh, no.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious
Gamer moment.
and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Ah,
I'm
almost
trying to make
died.
a serious work of art.
I almost got killed by
I
Steam.
suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable.
Yeah, this is a
but
pretty
the game is
accurate
already such a
representation of
densely
Steam
layered web
reviews.
of profound
This is what I'll
philosophical
picture from now on
insights
reading
that I
them.
can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh, here's a good one. Oh, it's blurred out, though. That guy liked the game. Oh, here we go. Another bad one.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
Yeah, it wasn't really
You
preachy.
can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
Don't doubt yourself, narrator.
What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I... What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
By Cookie
wish there
9.
was a
Man,
skip
Cookie
button.
9. Brutal. Yeah, he has 9 hours on
A
record.
skip
He liked it.
button. Well, yes.
He's got
Yes, I think
9.8
we can
hours.
do
He
that.
liked it. He
If I'm
played it for
truly
10
too
hours. What's the
preachy, then-
problem? What's the
then maybe
problem,
letting him
Cookie
skip
9? Come
ahead
on.
For just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can
Dishonest.
strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley.
Oh,
yes,
God.
A skip button we shall have.
EA, add a gun. Add a gun to Stanley Parable. That's what this customer wants.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and
man.
lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps
supposed to
less
skip
of
this
a
part too?
rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
Okay, I want to hear it.
So my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
True.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then
This is
by
pretty deep.
making
This is
no
some
choice and
philosophical
saying
crap.
nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've
Yeah,
ever
sorry,
given
guys.
your
I would
great
hit the
gift
button
of
again, but we're
mortal
stuck behind
and
the
yet
fence. I
timeless
can't get to
thought?
it.
Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite. You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both
Good
making
anti-aliasing
choices
on the fence.
and not making choices, and that they are both
I
affecting
don't know.
you and not affecting you at the
I
same
kind
time.
of, if you line it up
by
like this,
virtue of
oh
the
yeah, that
fact
fence
you
over
both
there.
are and are
I
not
think I need a
making
higher
them.
resolution
Okay,
monitor.
at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but
I'm
now
seeing
I'm
some
going to
issues.
circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it.
Button should be
But
blue. Yeah,
wouldn't
it should
you
be
say
blue.
that manifesto just has a much
should it be blue?
grander sort of tone? It has a mouth.
like red. Red is a
It
good
rich
color for
with
buttons.
ambition and history.
Honestly.
Ambitious history, if you will.
The arrow's good though. The arrow's
See, now
good.
you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day.
8K monitor might be the
I
move.
have a
Mhm.
method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other. In which
Red
case,
means
the word
it'll
I am not
explode.
sick
Oh, yeah,
of
it's true.
shall be the victor.
It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right.
Is this
here we
supposed
go.
to be pretentious? Uh-oh, this guy.
Treatise.
We got a Steam review up in here. Uh-oh.
Treatise. Manifesto.
Is it going to repeat forever?
Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise.
It might.
Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto.
I wonder if this loops forever. It might.
Manifesto. Treatise.
I'll give it like a minute.
Manifesto. Treatise.
Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto is fun to say.
Treatise. Manifesto.
Maybe if you wait 10 years, you will be given the COD ray gun. Yeah, hopefully.
Treatise.
Okay, it wants me to hit the button. I'm sure you can wait here for like a year, but I'm not gonna do it.
Treatise.
Skip it.
Manifest. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say
Cookie
about
9.
this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review.
Well, probably not.
or
He
at
has to
least
buy the
change
game
some of the
again.
wording,
He's got to
perhaps.
buy it again. He's not
To
gonna
be
do
honest,
that.
I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
Yeah, you can. I changed my
guess
Dolman
I should
review.
become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review.
You can already
because of
do
this
that.
very situation.
It is a
Yes,
feature.
I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering
In the
this
console version, they don't say
particular
Steam, they
review
refer
so
to
that
it
it
as
reads something
pressurized
more
gas
beneficial.
reviews.
Something along the
pretty
lines
good.
of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time. The additions and changes made to this expansion will surely resonate in the annals of the history of all media ever made. It is perhaps true to say that no mistakes are forever etched in stone, for the stone into which the Stanley Parable was carved
I don't even gotta talk.
has
I can just let the
itself
game play
been
itself.
transmuted, offering a message of hope to those who have ever erred in their judgment. You are not beyond redemption. You may change, and you may become more, so much more.
Did you finish
than
Dolman?
were
Yes, I beat
before.
Dolman, don't worry.
If there is any message to be taken from the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, it is this. What a
I'm
fortune,
finally a reaction
a
streamer.
privilege,
The Stanley
a joy
Parable did it
is
to me.
To have had such an experience, it leaves me hopeful that as a community, as a world, there is time for us to become our greatest selves, as great as we ever could dream of in our wildest, most ambitious visions for a brighter future. Wow. Now, Stanley, that's a review. It's perfect.
It is pretty good.
It's the perfect review. It's the review I've always dreamed of receiving.
Is he
Well,
gonna
I
ask
did
me to
it.
leave that
It's
review
simply too
on Steam and that'll unlock
I
content?
have to experience this.
I
Just
wonder if they can
one
pull
more
that from
time.
like Steam's database.
From the ashes
Oh my God,
of
he's gonna
depravity
read it again.
rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley
Yeah,
Parable
yeah.
Ultra? Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Mm-hmm.
That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Dang.
It's not unendurable by any means, but well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
The door's
Where
gone.
did the door go?
The door vanished.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole?
There's some lights up there.
Sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button.
We can't,
There was a
narrator.
door here
There's no way to
before,
go.
wasn't there? I swear
I
there
gotta hit
was.
it again. I'm
Where
sorry.
did
I'm
it
gonna
go?
like doom him to
Really?
like 20
Just
million years
ram
of
your way
solitude.
through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave?
I'm
Please,
trying.
I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here.
I am.
We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall.
You gotta
but
use
I
the
will find
editor
a way,
for the level.
I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just
I'm gonna do it.
Wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
We do a little trolling.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer.
12
and my
hours,
God,
dang.
there's
Oh, the
no way
clock
out of the room.
probably dynamically adjusts
Stanley,
to how
the
much
door is
time.
gone. It's
Ah,
completely gone.
interesting.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again.
You can't.
I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that
Skip
sooner
until the
or later,
walls erode.
no
Yeah,
matter
probably.
how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews.
Steam
Those
reviews got 'em.
that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't
I understand.
ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important
Sometimes
for
I get
me to
mean
fix the
comments on
problem?
videos. It makes
Why
me
did
very
Cookie
sad.
Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child. Wild and impulsive. I can't
He's having
help
a breakdown.
myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person.
How much
who made a
playtesting do you think there
single
was on
negative
this room?
comment. What does
Oh, some of the
such an
lights went
impulse
out.
serve?
The
For
light bulb
whose
was supposed to have
benefit
gone out.
is this? And here I am now, stuck in a room.
It's just the
waiting for
perfect
you to
room
press
to
this
walk
button.
around in a circle and be bored in. It's
Frozen
just
in time,
visually
knowing
interesting
that you're
enough and
going
not
to
be
do it, and I'm
incredibly
going to be
boring, but it's
stuck
not good
all
either.
alone, and that I had the power to prevent it all from happening if only I'd held my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
It's all out of my control now. Just you.
Just me.
Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh my god, how long was it
Back.
this time?
Oh my goodness, I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
A week?
I've been sitting here all that
Can I
time,
not leave the
just
enclosure
sitting
anymore?
here,
Oh, I
not
can.
a
I can still
single
go
person
around.
to speak with. And you'd think that that's just
Borderlands
how it's
farming
always
as a room.
been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
Mm-hmm.
But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley, not the outcome.
Oh, the
not
tree
story.
died. That was-
None of that
eh.
matters anymore.
It had been like a
I'll
week. I
give
don't
it
think a
all
tree
up.
should die in a
I'll
week.
give up
Maybe it should,
every
I don't know.
branching
It
path.
isn't like a
I'll
concrete
burn
room with
my
no
story
sunlight.
to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me.
I can
Because
hear
maybe,
you.
Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me,
there may be...
Without water, a tree will die in a week. Yeah, it's in a concrete
Maybe
room, so
I'm not just a fiction.
it has no water or
Was I
sunlight.
scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time. That if I stop speaking, I'll slip
Is most of the new
backwards into
content is
silence
in this
and
room? That'd be
consume
amazing.
light.
It's like 3
I
hours of
can't be
gameplay
taken
in this
by it,
room.
Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone.
You're not
I am
real, you're just a
something. I am being
MP3
listened
file.
to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed.
It has over
and I feel
1,000
right
hours
now
of content
like
if you
I
let
am
'em
not
complete.
a work of fiction. I
This is a
feel
real
as though
treatise
I occupy
manifesto kinda
space in
game.
this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me. I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this
He
as
recorded
I've
it in
ever
his
felt
car.
about
It's just
anything
him
at
like
all.
driving
I
home
feel
from work, just
renewed.
talking to himself.
I feel restored.
Probably
and
a
already I can
OGG
sense
file.
the
Oh, yeah, probably,
looming
it's true.
silence as you will press the
True.
button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Okay. Alright, that's enough. Goodbye, narrator. Oh my god.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Hi.
I have had time to think about you. And
Oh no,
about
is he gonna
us
go
and about
GLaDOS? Does he hate
everything
me
we've
now?
been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
Oh my god.
Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it.
Yeah, I
for
am a
you.
gamer.
To begin with, there is only regret.
Do play a lot of
There is only
Halo.
the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant.
This is a very philosophical
In that
game.
instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart.
How is
was
it
an
brighter? Yeah, I don't
impossibly
know.
rich wellspring of both delight
Where's the
and
light
disgust
source, huh? Where's the light source in this game? Is it the
I
button?
was
Is it that bright?
consumed
No, the
by it.
button's light
I could
source
do
like
nothing
ends
but
about
wallow in
here.
it for what felt like an
Who
eternity.
knows what's
For what I
illuminating this
now
room?
know
Maybe
was
it's the
far less.
narrator's
You see,
self-illumination
it was a
that sheds
revelation
some light
for
on the
me.
subject.
It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no
Yeah, the LED
singular
in this
outcome
button's
of
really good.
events.
That's a
Not
good
if
LED. It's
all
been going for a
events
year straight.
existed in the same moment, and I felt
Pretty good light.
freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being.
A Death
It was
Stranding?
incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite. For the longest time, this was my
Oh, it's not
experience.
done? It's still
And
going?
then, this moment
passed.
and the most unyielding fear
Oh, no, an
I have
unyielding
ever known
fear.
crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have
can't
been
believe I left for 10
experiencing
minutes and
now
I came
for
back and
longer
it's
than
still
I
going.
could have ever expected was possible.
It goes for a long
I
time.
have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence.
Okay, what's the
I
fact?
wish you to feel afraid as I do.
I don't.
That perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as
Consume
well.
this. Did he die? I think the narrator died, guys. I think we waited so long that his life ended. Oh, hang on. I heard a sound effect. What did I hear? What did I hear? I heard something. I heard like a sliding sound, I think. It was the button? Oh, it was the button sliding back out. Okay. Well, let's keep it going. Keep the good times rolling. Oh. What? Was that always there? Nothing's on fire. Nothing's burning. Oh, dead batteries. Oh, yeah.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant
Oh, he
to
is
be
alive.
funny. It
He
was
is
meant to have
alive.
a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us.
He's going
It
crazy.
wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up.
Oh,
It's
the clock fell off the
inconsistency,
wall.
It's the
Poor
lack
clock.
of accountability. It's the unwillingness to
Is it
examine
stuck?
with an
Oh, the clock is stuck.
uncompromising heart the words that they
Oh,
are
no.
speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such
my God.
bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives.
Is this gonna win a BAFTA?
It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as
Yeah,
people.
entertainment
because
really is
otherwise,
defining people
without our
these days. I
entertainment,
agree.
we have
Anyways,
nothing.
Obi-Wan show is
Without
coming out
entertainment,
soon.
We would have to
The
face
Obi-Wan
inward
show would be
toward
really
the
cool, guys,
cruel
right? Maybe it's
bleakness
already out if
inside
you're watching this
ourselves.
on YouTube. We
would
live in a
turn to look at our
society.
deeper nature.
We really
and
do.
find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression.
The content
And
of Stanley Parable
because of
defines
this,
my being.
We require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves.
Narrator couldn't survive Twitter.
What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes.
Yes, of course.
They've been jealous of me this whole time. They are mired in
He
fear
never
and
played COD on
insecurity
360.
and cannot help but
That's the
attempt to
pinnacle of
tear
art.
me down. What a
This guy never
sad
played Call of
state
Duty
affairs.
4.
When you read these reviews now, you can see it. You can taste the bitter resentment. And my, how good does it feel now to speak truth to these words, to finally allow these thoughts out, contained and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized. At last I am free to truly think, to feel. It must be that they were so discontent with themselves, they couldn't help
Try to do it.
but leave a negative review on Steam. Perhaps it says far more about them than it ever said about me. Perhaps the state of their psychological being was in such tatters, and my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison. Perhaps
do
it
it?
was this state that they sought
I'm
some
doing
outlet
it.
through.
I'm doing it. He loops in a second? Okay. Did I win? Hit it again. Just deteriorate the entire building.
Is never
Oh,
the end, is never
Uh-oh.
the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
Uh-oh.
is never the end,
I broke
is
him.
never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is
oh, it seems like that was the end. Oh, here we go. There's some rain coming through. The building is deteriorating. Eventually, the building will deteriorate all the way. And I can leave, hopefully. Hey, there we go. Come on, come on. Give it to me, space-time continuum. Oh no, I can't hit the button. The button's done being pressed. Oh wait, there we go. Haha. I can see the sky. I can see the sunlight. More like the spooky parable. Yeah, really. Ah. A verdant landscape. Oh wait, no, the roof collapsed and it's growing. I need to get out of here. I need like a ladder to spawn in. Can we get a ladder or something? Oh, the plants died. Oh god. We're in like the dark void of the universe. Humanity has ended. There's only eternal darkness. Same thing as before. Oh, we got some horror music stings up there. That LED's still going though. At last, I'm free from the room. But where am I? Am I in the game Journey now? I think I played the game Journey before. It was pretty good. By Arrakis. My Dune. Climate change was real, my god. Goodbye, room. It was nice knowing you. But I'm done. I'm heading towards the horizon. I'm heading towards those mountains in the distance that I definitely can't get to. It's Kenshi. That'd be crazy if they put the entire game of Kenshi in this. Oh. Oh, now we're back in the real game. What happened to the new... Is that all the new content? I'm going to the new content again.
Gone. What could it mean?
That was some good new content.
Stanley
Let's do the
decided to go
entire
to the
new
meeting
content
room.
again. What do you
Perhaps he
say?
had simply missed a memo.
Where was the new... Was it in... It was here, right? Oh, new content. Look at that. Even more.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Let's see it. This is good. Skip the tour. Is it in the elevator? Imagine
You
it's
see,
the exact same
Stanley, I've
thing.
been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that
That's
legacy.
why we're gonna give you
so
a gun.
Forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very
my
proud to
God.
announce for the first time ever...
What's it gonna be?
The Stanley
Whoa.
Parable 2.
Oh my god. It's a whole new game. That's
Yes,
crazy.
You see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions?
Investor
Think of all the new
showcase.
territory will cover with a fully fledged
Taste the sequel.
An entirely new
I wanna drink that.
experience built from the ground
wanna
up.
drink a soda
Why,
that
there
the
are so
motto
many
is Taste the sequel.
possibilities. It could go in so many different
TVA,
directions.
two twee,
This
do.
is what
Oh, I
fans
get it.
have
Aha.
truly been asking for.
This is it. Oh, look, there's post-it notes. Look out, Howard Hamlin.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it
Read all the
even
whiteboards,
mean?
they're great.
But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress
They're back.
and innovation
2 doors.
and long-term
New content is out.
franchising
New
potential.
content part 2 is in. Old and busted, new hotness. Boring sections of the, of the chart. Cool red section of the chart. That's good. More, better, win-win, sequential, mindshare. The color red, leverage, holistic value. What is this? Oh, it's the PowerPoint. Brain.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features
Eyes,
I've
ears,
been
nostrils,
developing for
arms,
it.
legs?
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
Oh, the
It'll
prequel.
all
It's the
work itself
prequel to the
out.
Stanley
Game
Parable. Oh, it's the
development is
sequel
much
and the
more
prequel.
of a fuzzy
Whoa.
magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
This way to the show floor. New features, new content. This is a crazy game. I didn't expect this much, honestly. Whoa.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Hear your name in the game. How are they gonna do this? I didn't type my name into
For the
this.
Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really
Road to the
want?
perfect button.
And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Is it gonna try to read my Steam profile or my like PC profile? Who knows? Or is it just a joke? Let's see.
Jim.
Oh.
Sorry, I should have clarified.
It only
Right
says
now,
Jim.
The button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim
Okay, I'm
to really
Jim.
simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
It's me,
Okay,
Jim.
Here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind,
All right,
forget
clear my
whoever
mind.
you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to...
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
Okay,
if
sorry.
you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay,
Okay,
we're
try it
doing
again, try it again.
And this time, let me finish first.
I wish we had a skip button.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups
no.
as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim.
Jim had an interesting
You
life.
feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Oh yeah, I'm Jim.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I am Jim.
Jim.
Whoa, that was crazy.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What
What
a
a
rush.
rush.
That was you! The button described you. Do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time.
Jim.
If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all
Okay.
of this personal validation.
Go try some new features. Hello, possessed marauder. Welcome to the
I
Stanley
suppose
Parable.
I could allow only people named
Ultra Deluxe
Jim
screen.
to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Cold drinks. Ooh, they got cold drinks and taste the sequel. Is that new and tasty? You can't use that. That's Oddworld. You can't use that one, Stanley.
An
Epilogue?
would be
Ooh, yeah,
fun,
that would be-
wouldn't it,
yeah, that'd be
Stanley?
pretty good.
Yes,
Yeah.
We'll go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Push the Jim button again. You heard Jim in the game. You heard Jim in the game. The button that says Jim. I would buy Stanley Parable NFTs. They should have made some NFTs of this if they really wanted to cash in.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise,
Aw.
soon you'll start to
Jim.
lose all sense of who you actually
Jim,
are.
no. Jim. Come back, Jim. Poor Jim. I guess I'm no longer Jim. Or am I Jim? Now I'm confused. Okay, what else we got in the new content? Spectacular. Please, no screenshots. Oh, I'm doing it. It didn't work. Okay. I don't know if my Steam is, like, messed up or if I have the wrong hotkey. I'm not sure. There probably is a thing that knows. Merch. Ooh, merch. I saw the new content. I would want... That's a good shirt. I unironically want a shirt that says, I saw the new content. That's pretty good. Ooh, 2 stripes, because 2? 2.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one.
Okay.
I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. but I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday.
Definitely the birthday.
Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday. How do I tell him? Definitely happy 12th birthday. Stephanie's.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Ah, you jerk. Give me this one. Can I hit this button? Nope. Looks like it's Get Well Someday.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Are you sure? Are you sure I can't hit the button again and tell you?
Come
Balloons
now.
are still
You've
there.
already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
Am I gonna make the worst game ever? Is that a giant gym? Oh, no, I think it's supposed to be Stanley from Stanley Parable. Collectibles. Hey, there we go. Can you find them? Can you find them? Oh my god.
Ah, Collectibles. Now it's a real video game.
Here's
In
Beach
the
Chant.
Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh my god. Give me it. Yay. Oh, 1 out of 6. Gotta find some more. Oh. I wonder if there are
it really
more.
is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
It is. New achievement. Get it here. Give me the achievement, Stan. Pull the lever. Receive your achievement. No more steps. It just works. Okay. It
Now,
better.
here's something special.
The screenshot didn't
that
work.
broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Okay.
Yes. You see, you'll come to... Okay, perhaps I should have
Hey, come on.
clarified. This is technology that will exist.
Give me it.
Right now, the achievement is still fully broken.
Todd.
I'm not a wizard,
Todd Howard
Stanley,
Simulator,
but
so this game is.
I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to
Okay.
at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Big mistake.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen
Don't
yet?
succumb to gamers. Oh, the jump. Hey, I already did this one, though.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2
Gamers
as well.
unite.
It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
No more jumps for Stanley. Did I see... Oh, I didn't see the reassurance bucket. I didn't see that one.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
Ah.
It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket...
Stanley
the many
Parable, more like the
disorientating
Stanley Terrible.
contradictions of the
Ooh.
Stanley Parable
Somebody should have left
will
in that
feel
review.
Perfectly normal, and perhaps even
I want to see the game that
comforting.
comes out of that bad
You may
Steam review.
even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
Behold, the ultimate accessibility feature.
Try.
Give me the bucket.
Can you feel it?
Uh-huh.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma
Ooh,
as well?
charisma.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
What do you guys
The
think?
benefits of the bucket seem to go on and
Am I
on,
hotter
don't
now that I
they?
have the bucket?
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay, do I just have this now? I guess I just have the bucket now. Great. #1 bucket stream. We're definitely hotter without bucket. Oh crap, I can't get rid of it.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
They're going to now.
That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I didn't go into the infinite hole. Let's go into the infinite hole. You have more of a bucket vibe now? Yeah, I didn't really have a bucket vibe before, but now I definitely have a distinct bucket vibe. Ooh, the space-time continuum. Pretty good. Here we go, into the infinite hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
Infinite falling.
You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I'm going in. Here we go.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions.
This is from Portal
if I
2
can
as well,
say
though. This is
so.
where GLaDOS is
Now
the
then,
potato talking to
since
you.
you've gotten to see
Spoilers
the
for Portal 2.
infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
The hole's pretty good. I'm gonna go back in.
Okay, and I guess we're back in
It's
the
a fun
now.
hole.
Did you really need to see it again?
Yeah, it's
I don't
good.
know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that
I
I've
like this
prepared
one.
for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them.
I saw all of them already,
How
though.
about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about...
Oh my god, it wasn't
Oh,
infinite.
Goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you.
That's a
I
good joke.
truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the
You
bottom.
underestimated
Yes, I
gamers for the
know,
last
I told
time.
you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you,
Yeah, it works for me.
then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole. And
Works
we
for
can
me.
Move on.
The mostly
I'll
infinite
just be
hole.
up here when you're ready.
Is it called mostly infinite now? Yeah, okay. He put a disclaimer on there. Good job, narrator. Honesty is the best policy. I think I've seen all the exhibits now, so now what happens? Do it again? Can I jump off the balcony? No, I gotta go down there again. Ooh. Go kind of fast down slopes. I'm jumping again. Here we go.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh.
It got shorter.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole,
I'm going in again.
You can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Uh-oh, it's really short now.
Okay, yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing.
The red thing is a cup.
What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is.
Oh.
The shame of my life. How is this still appealing to you?
I can't get out.
I
There's
know
no
you're
jump.
obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge?
I used all my jump circles. I can't jump out.
Whatever it is you're here to do, and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Oh no, the teleport button doesn't work anymore. Oh no.
Is the teleport button not working?
Uh-oh.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
Bye.
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
Thanks.
It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
See ya.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
I will. Oh, I gotta narrate? Oh no, I've been cruising through this game. Every pause button is a Roman numeral too. Oh my god, that's true. Oh. Must be a monster. So yes, this is Miobushu's game playing Stanley Parable 2. I can't even talk now. I've just been playing the game for like an hour and a half, not even commentating, just reacting really, but now I gotta go back to my old-fashioned commentary skills. Hopefully something happens. Besides just being in a plain room. Oh, it's going down again. We're gonna find Sophia River Valley. Here we go. Elden Ring. Elden Ring. This is nuts. It is truly infinite. Change your perspective. Oh my god, hang on. Whoa! Can I move? I can't move. What the heck? Oh my god. This is crazy. I wish I could move him around during this. Add that to the game. Change your perception. Oh, it changes the music. There we go. That's pretty good. What other songs we got? New song. Change your reality. Whoa. What the heck is this? Oh, I like that one. What? It's a dog video. Change yourself. Whoa, my robot. Hey, look at that robot guy. What is that? Oh, he's upside down, Stanley. To space. Wow.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine.
Stanley? Stanley?
Yeah.
Stanley?
Oh, what did you? I
Oh,
was.
good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off.
No, I
there.
was having fun.
Just
Oh
being
man,
arranged
that was good.
beforehand. But we can't have that, Stanley.
No.
Because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley.
Okay.
I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
I want to go back to the 2D Stanley. He was fun. Here it goes again. Will it be a different game this time? Huh? But where's the hole? Give me the hole back.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The hole, is there a new feature now? Button that says gym. Collectible. If I get the collectible again, will it say 1 of 6 again, or will it say 2 of 6? That's the real question. It's not here, okay. Fair enough. You can't pick up the same collectible twice, so like, well, the game is unfinished. I thought maybe he didn't polish it. I thought maybe you could. Oh, the whole room is shut off. I can't go in the whole room, stupid game. Come on. Come on, Stanley. Are these stairs always here? Settings, world champion? I don't think I did this yet. Settings, world champion. Change all the settings to all possible values to open a new room in this area. Oh my god. Every setting to every possible value? It's gonna take so long. Every setting, every subsetting. Okay, FOV is done. Okay. Wait, how do you do for controls? Do you have to change it to every key? Did it change every key on the control binds? Just sliders and on-off options. Okay, I can do that. I don't even remember what was on before. We'll just do that, it's fine. Oh, hang on, sub menu. Now this is gaming. I expected something kind of meta like this. Oh, did I get them all? I think I got them all on this page, right? Do I have to hit reset? I don't want to delete. No, don't delete save data. Let's do audio. It is slid all the way, okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
You missed a sub-menu in the first tab. Did I really? I hope not. Oh, go down. It won't go down to the sound effects volume. What? I should have been doing that. Keep skipping by 10. Well, I'll just do this. That'll fix it, right? Should I do that to every slider? Although those are fine, because those are only 10. What sub-menu did I miss? I think I got them all. Oh god, video. Oh, there's not that many. Okay, it's fine. VSync off. Here we go. 1920. 1920. There we go. Wait. Okay, I definitely got it that time. Do I have to hit apply resolution? Hopefully not. Anti-aliasing. Change it to 8. Quality profile. High. Controls. That should be everything, right? That should be everything. I'm sure I missed something, though. Oh, no, I got it all. There we go.
Aha! I can see you've gotten the settings
Smiley
World
emoji,
Champion
yay.
achievement. Well done. You've experienced
Where's my Steam
every
overlay
setting. Travel to
Whatever.
all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen.
Hey, this
So,
guy.
just
They
for
will
you,
never get the
in
settings slot.
Stanley Parable
Oh,
2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity.
bumpscosity.
What exactly is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider.
Oh, wait, there's
and
like a-
that
there's
it'll
like an
be
accessibility
available from the
setting.
settings menu. We'll sort the rest of
On
the
the
details
slide. I
out
don't want that.
later.
I gotta turn that off.
I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the
Yeah,
Stanley
everything is like
Parable
labeled
2.
now. Hang on, turn that one off. That one's annoying. That's gonna be an accessibility, right? Oh, bumpscosity. I can turn it on. Yeah, oh, 1,000 bumpscosity? I'm leaving it on 1,000. Subtitles, show translation labels. Yeah, it's that one. Okay, there we go. All right, bumpscosity is on 1,000, guys. Huge bumpscosity on this game. Hello, epilogue again. I already saw that one. So now I'm not really sure where to go. I guess I'll just keep exploring and it'll reveal itself. Can I hit the gym button again? Did the gym button reset? Or is it still in the ground? Nope, still in the ground. Maybe we will go back to the bucket. Maybe this 2 is different. Oh, it's like a happy smiling 2. Nice. Can I get 2 buckets? For the price of 1? Oh, the bucket is still not there. Merch. Oh, I didn't scan the merch QR code. I can do that. Hang on, let me get my stupid phone out. Piece of crap cell phone. OnePlus 6T, by the way. It's actually pretty good. Okay, Google. Scan a QR code. Let's see, what will this give me? StanleyParable2.com. It just goes to the website of, oh, it's a Stanley Parable 2 website, because, okay. Go to StanleyParable2.com in order to see that. If you are so inclined to type that into your URL bar, or to scan the QR code on this stream /video file. Either one works, really. All right, where's the exit to this area? Is there one, or is it just this forever? I'm sure there's more. Jump circle this map, free achievement, merch, settings, buckets, office decorations. Have I seen office decorations? Oh yeah, the balloon thing. Epilogue, collectibles, infinite hole. Oh, exit, okay. You are here. So the exit is, oh, is this the exit hallway? Oh, there's the exit over there. Okay, we're done. That was a pretty good game. I think if they release Stanley Parable 2, they will sell millions of copies.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Uh-huh.
Ready to move on now?
Yep. Giant Stanley.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I better see some
Here it is.
bumpscosity.
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
The jumping hole is back. The jumping circle.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's
Yeah.
sort of Okay, never mind.
It's good.
Hold on.
Let me play.
do
I
a
want to play
different
that one. I want to
arrangement.
play that game. It looks fun.
Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't
Oh, the
a
jump circle
coherent
is the
video
hole.
game
Oh
at
my
all.
god.
It's a lot of
What
gags.
a twist.
And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
Impossible.
I wanted fans to love it. No matter how
Impossible.
good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it.
Oh my god, it's so
I
meta.
can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Okay.
With respect. With care for the vision
Let's
and
go back and play
integrity
with
of the original
collectibles now.
game. Would it possibly work? I suppose
Let's
it
see.
could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay, let's see it. The Stanley Parable 2. Hey, there we go. Let's see it.
This is the story
the skip
of a
button.
man named Stanley.
The skip button is here.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number
427. Hey, the balloon. There's a balloon there.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him
Skip? Why do you want to skip the lore of Stanley?
How long to push
We already
them,
skipped him a few
and
times. We
in
can't
what
keep
order.
skipping.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very
peculiar happened. Hey, here we go. The Stanley
Something
Parable
that
2
would
is finally
forever
out.
change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
I wish that 2 was the red clip art too.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk.
Here we go. Let's
and
see it.
stepped
The
out
Stanley
of his
Parable
office. All
2.
of his
There's now
coworkers were
balloons.
gone.
Where's the
What did it
collectibles?
mean?
Where's the collectible gym
Stanley
statues?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Give me some gems. Give me some collectibles. I want to collect them all.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him,
Bucket.
begging him to pick it up.
Where?
Why
Where is
was
it?
he not doing it?
Where is it? I want it. I want the bucket. Where's the bucket at? Is it in this room? Oh, there it is. Give me it.
Stanley
Yeah.
picked up the bucket.
Much better. This improves the game a lot
Stanley
already.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
True.
And here it was.
Here we go.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Let's keep going.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nope, Stanley's still a rebel. Old
No,
habits die hard for
said the
Stanley.
bucket.
Oh,
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere
bucket
else.
can talk.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
like the
Good,
bucket's voice.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
No, bucket. You
Stanley
can't control
did not
me, bucket.
question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
What was that, bucket, huh? Danger everywhere. Door shut.
No, stop. Look there on the wall, you see? There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Oh, no.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay, what is this gonna do? The bucket re-education room? Is it gonna be a video about buckets? Yeah. Here we go.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect.
What?
It is a
Oh my
hologram of a
God.
bucket, not an actual bucket.
Come on.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No way.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Can't fool me. Very blue
Item
room.
3. Is this a bucket?
Yeah, I think so.
Correct.
Hey.
This is a bucket.
A 3D printed bucket is still a bucket, right?
Item
Nope,
4.
sorry.
Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Okay, sorry. I gotta get my head in the game here, guys. the
Is
tractor.
this a bucket?
Yes, the tractor is a bucket.
Correct.
Hey, what?
This is a bucket.
Am I playing the game or is the game playing me?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Oh, yeah.
Trick question. Both.
Ah.
Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
Nope, not a bucket.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here.
Can't fool me.
Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Of course.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Yes.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry.
No, the bucket.
But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No.
Okay, here we go.
Not the bucket. I like carrying something around in a first-person view model. It makes it easier to walk around. Okay.
What happened? Is everything gone?
Oh, no,
Why
we
did
deleted the whole
everything
game.
disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Nice.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything.
Okay.
We'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
All right.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
All right, so now I'm going to grab the bucket and listen to the bucket and actually follow the weird lift. Oh, it's right here now. Nice.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his.
The evil
This was
bucket
not
tells me what
the
to do
correct
when
way
I
to the
obey.
meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket.
We don't know if the
calling
bucket's
to him,
evil, but its
telling
voice
him
does sound
that
kind of
the
evil.
employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, said the bucket.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Go over here.
A cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
Get
There's
the
something
collectible?
up
There was a
I need you
collectible? I
to
missed
do.
it? Where was it?
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Did I miss a famous
It
statue
should
of
have
Stanley?
alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that
The
the
bucket
bucket
says,
had spoken
"Play
to him,
Amy on
and
hard
he
mode." No, I
unthinkingly
refuse.
did whatever the bucket asked.
To the right. I didn't see it. I'll find it later.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
No
Pick
bucket.
up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Never. I'm always unplugging it.
Hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny,
Haha, it
Stanley.
is funny.
A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously.
It was a
Where
good
did I
impression.
mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there
True,
isn't
it isn't
exactly
easy.
an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Oh.
It's sitting right here. Let's take
Is
a
this
look.
just going to be a Let's Play of the game Portal 2? It should be.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your
Political
political
enemies.
enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree
right.
angle from your body.
I'm doing that right now. That's going to
These
make all
are
my
the
streams
optimal
funnier.
conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary.
Hope you're
When the
taking
joke
notes.
has
Yeah, I have
concluded,
to.
it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
I'm Dunny with
Let's
the funny,
practice
guys.
screaming, "I'm
Okay.
Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny. I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is.
I'm
with
Dunny
these
with the funny.
strategies at your
All right.
disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Okay.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, no matter. I think
It's
the
trying to make a
fundamentals
Starship
of proper
Troopers
comedic
joke.
timing are still as relevant today
Altered
as they
Steel,
were back
thank you for
then.
subscribing.
So
You
with
can be
that in
Altered
mind,
Carbon.
I
Altered
believe
Carbon
the
is
only way
something. I think it's a
forward
game.
is
It
for
might be
us to
anime. It might be
return to the
both.
2 doors and walk through all of this
Not really
again,
sure.
so I can try telling my
EDF.
story
EDF.
with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Hoorah. That was Battle Los Angeles propaganda.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
That's pretty good.
The bucket spoke.
All right, where's the collectible?
The bucket spoke.
You said there
I'll
was a
figure it out on the
collectible
fly.
somewhere.
No need to overthink things.
Collectible? Is it in the break room, maybe? That's at least the second time you've made an Altered Carbon joke. Look, I haven't seen that video enough times. I need to watch the comedy instructional video more. But it was a delivery. How about if I say, you could be Altered Carbon? How about that? Is that good?
Here we go. You ready?
Okay, here we go.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Oh, how ridiculous. A talking bucket. Oh.
What? We're back at the phone already? No, what's going on? There were
Peculiar.
supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be
Say
a
it like
build-up
Claptrap.
to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit, which
Wow,
culminates
thanks
in
for
this
subscribing.
scene with the phone.
You can be Altered
But now the
Carbon,
timing's
which may be
completely
an
off.
anime or game,
Joke
or
will never
both.
land.
There you go.
Well, not
Put like
the
a
way it
robot
was meant
filter on that
to.
and pitch it up
And
slightly.
it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake.
How egregious.
I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go.
Oh God, he's
back
gonna
and
watch it
rewatch
again.
that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my... Here we go. You ready?
Here we
When
go.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door
I'm
on the
Dunny
left.
with the funny. Here's the phone again.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
Okay, so don't go that way.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the
Looks like
bucket
I'm
came
going
to
left.
a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the
Looks like
left.
the right door is Dunny with the funny. Am I right?
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now
crap,
on.
it's a dead end.
All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Yeah. Go back to a different dynamic. Oh, the end
You
again.
love the bucket so much, it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison.
Hey, here we go. I like it.
Well, let me try that again, Stan.
No, it was good. It was good.
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are.
Pretty good.
No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale... What's another word to describe
That's pretty
a
good.
bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes.
Poor narrator.
I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is.
He forgot to say I'm Dunny with the funny, that's the issue.
Comedy again. More instructional
I'm
videos.
Dunny with the funny.
Let's see.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Should I grab the bucket again? What if we skip the bucket this time? What if we just go try to find a collectible statue?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'll go left this time, screw it.
Yet there was not a single
Crisis
person
voice.
here
Funny
either.
mode activated.
Feeling a wave of
Maximum
disbelief,
funny.
Stanley decided to
We
go
turn it
up
off.
to his
I'm
boss's
Dunny
office.
with the funny.
Coming to
Oh,
a
I can go down here
staircase,
now. I can go
Stanley
down.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can go down. Woo! What we got? Oh, a collectible. Yes. A collectible Stanley.
Found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay, I wonder if I will. Maybe you can't find them all. That'd be a pretty good joke. There's only like 5 total.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
This section
He considered the
contains
possibility
themes of
facing
mental
his
illness.
boss,
Hold A to skip. Now
admitting
good.
he had left his post during work
As long as
hours.
Makarov
He
doesn't
might
shoot
be
up an
fired
airport,
for
I should
that.
be fine.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am
Maybe
crazy.
I am crazy.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example,
Remember,
why
no
couldn't
mental
he see
illnesses.
his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Yes.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
There we go.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too.
Hey,
appeared.
Starfield,
It
the new
was
game
so
from Todd.
much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That is the
Now
real question,
voice
isn't
was
it?
describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd,
Bethesda
and
should
wondered
change
if
their
this
name to
voice
Todd,
spoke
yeah.
to all people in their
Here at
dreams,
Todd
the
Games,
truth
we make
was
the
that, of
best
course,
games of all.
This was not a dream. How could it be?
Welcome to Todd
Was
Gaming.
Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Wake up, Stanley.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
But he
I'm
wasn't
through
awake.
with this dream.
He's going to be
I
back
wish
in the
it to be
hallways.
over.
Uh-oh.
Let me go back to my job.
I'm going to go back to
Let
the
me
infinite hole.
continue
The infinite
pushing
hole
the
section was the
buttons.
best part.
Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife.
They should add
and
the
my
infinite
job.
button as like its own, not the
All
infinite
I
button, the
want
infinite
is
hole
my
as its
life
own section.
Exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh no, Stanley. You're still in the hallway, you fool.
Stanley began screaming.
Dunny with the funny. I'm Dunny with the funny.
My name is Stanley.
I'm Dunny.
I have a boss.
I'm Dunny
I have
with
an
the funny, I
office.
swear.
I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
And everything went black.
Okay, whew. That funny was finally Dunny.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
The heck? Oh, it was Stanley's wife.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh no, she found
But
Stanley
on this
dead.
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although
Poor
she
Stanley.
would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real.
I thought we
and
were
what
Dunny
isn't.
with this funny. This fun is
It
getting a
was
little too
comforting to
existential.
think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
All right, the end. That was Stanley Parable. Or was it? The end is never the end. The end is Stanley Parable.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What else can I do?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
it?
he had simply
Figures.
missed a memo.
Binders Committee. Yeah, okay. What else is... I can take the bucket left. I haven't tried that yet. Go out the window. Don't see a way to do that. I'll take the bucket left. I haven't done that yet.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket
Desk
tightly to his
430.
chest and
Close to
entered
your
the
office,
door on his
okay.
left.
How can we find them? Bottom text. This is a good game. How can we find them? There will be a reward for finding them all. Mission status. Oh, here we go. It's hints. A large box's room. Somewhere red and blue. Nearby a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. The boss's bathroom then, maybe? To the boss's bathroom. I don't know where is the fireplace in the boss's office? Room closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Executive bathroom. Yeah, there we go. There's a bucket in here, right? Or a collectible, yes.
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Yes.
This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Ooh, mini
Stanley
stands.
figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
All right. Got 3 out of 6 Stanlerines. Where are the other ones gonna be? I don't even know.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned.
Oh, the office
to
is different than it
discover
was.
not
Oh,
an
there's a
indication of
fireplace.
Any human life.
Stan
Crushed by
Loreen
the
must be
weight of
around
this
here somewhere, right?
revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence.
Where's the
of
Stan
bucket.
Loreen? It's gotta be in here somewhere.
And now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
Let me through.
It would be with him.
Is it like a book?
always. The bucket would, and he knew it.
Is there a book
two
like
of them
outside
were
of the bookshelf I gotta
inseparable.
yank?
At
That's
this
classic.
point,
It's a
Stanley
classic
was so
move.
absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket
There we go.
all along?
Where did the fireplace
Was the
go?
bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical
I need it.
explanation.
I need the Stan Loreen. Stan Loreen, yes. Haha.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stan Loreens and Figlies.
I like
What do you
Figlies.
think, Stanley?
Figlies.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it.
Definitely
I'm
Figgly.
sure it will come to me.
Oh, here's red. Going down. Was the bucket in the OG? No, the bucket is a new edition. You missed the explanation for why the bucket is
elevator
here.
raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty,
Right, up again? I
he
can't hit
would
the button.
be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Oh, I can. Alright, bye-bye. It was nice going into the dark void, but I'm done. I'm gonna go back up.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Oh, it loaded again.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having
the time of my life. I'm Dunny with the funny.
Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent.
How about Leet?
This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun number. I didn't try 420. Crap. Oh well. I think we all
Perhaps the
intrinsically know
bucket
that
had missed
420 is
something.
funny.
Perhaps
Oh, 420
it
is
had not seen
hilarious.
how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3
I'm Dunny with the
repeatedly.
funny. You can stop laughing now. How funny 420 was.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that
Escape.
read Mind Control Facility.
Gotta
Although
escape.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Go, 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 go. Violent death. That means maybe a gun will be
The
involved
door
somehow?
behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I want a gun.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Shoot me with a gun. It's the incinerator from Portal. Is it the infinite hole? Ow. Is there gonna be a collectible down here somewhere? There probably is. Oh no, it's gonna smush me.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort
No,
had
let me
turned
out. I don't want to
be.
get crushed.
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself.
Oh, the
and he
bucket.
sort of
The bucket
kicked
is gonna.
himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
The bucket is gonna like stop
Farewell,
it. It can't
Stanley.
crush the bucket. The bucket's too strong, right? Right? No, no, you die. Wait. Oh, it did stop it.
Farewell,
Hey.
Stanley,
What?
cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Oh no. Oh, hang on. Stanley Parable.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
I don't have the
It was
bucket
a
anymore. The bucket is
glorious
actually
bucket
gone.
to behold.
It despawned it in that black room. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. Read that text if you feel like it.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to
25
claim
buckets.
it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will
bucket
ever
with
be
two
in
handles.
his short life?
Inferno bucket. The stress bucket, an analogy. I can read text. Ooh. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man
Red and blue, red
who
and blue,
should
right?
kneel before the bucket.
Is this the red and blue zone? The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between buckets and humanity. Heh, mine now. I stole the bucket from the bucket
There
museum.
is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
Oh, no.
We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together.
No.
The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader,
Don't
as
kill
commander
Stanley.
of a new world, a new vision.
Is it gonna reset? Did it end? Is that actually an ending? Oh, nope. Hey, the end is never the end is never the end. Duh. How could I be so
All of his co-workers
foolish?
were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Is this Stanley's office?
Is this the window? What desk has the window I can jump out of? Is it this one? Is it this one? Right there, that window. But how, though? 433. I can't jump, though. How do I get out of it? 434. But how? I can't hit use on it. I can crouch. Do I crouch onto it? I guess you could say he kicked the bucket. Ho ho, I'm dunny with that funny. Crouching around the chair? Are you making this up? Are you gaslighting me right now? You crouch onto the chair. Oh, okay, there we go. Out the window, Stanley. Woo!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
They got me.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Take the bucket out the window? Oh, yeah, I
What
can do that.
Are you sick of this gag yet?
Good combo. No, I like this gag. It's good.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer?
Probably.
Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue.
This is a good room to
in the
demonstrate what
first place.
FOV does.
Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you
Hooray,
to
thanks,
restart
Joshy, for
and then
subscribing.
come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not.
Can I hit yes to leave?
In fact,
No?
I'm just
Okay.
going to say
Well,
that no
we're
one
stuck.
who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever.
I'm
Cheers.
coming back with the bucket. Will the bucket change it? Because I think this is from the original Stanley Parable, so the bucket can revolutionize this choice. Is there a collectible down here? Do I gotta, like, actually restart it? Is it not gonna kick me out automatically? So far, it's kicked me out automatically every time. Is it not going to this time? I suppose not. I suppose I'll begin the game again. Use your portal gun.
My God, the bumpscosity in here is absolutely overwhelming. 1,000? You people have got to be nuts. How can you stand this much bumpscosity? Warmth spread through
Here we
Stanley's
go.
arms.
Bucket out the
With
window.
the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Come on, Stanley. Here we go. Woo! Once more into the breach.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history.
Wow.
Of the
Very,
countless
yeah,
wars
whoa,
it
countless
witnessed,
wars. Oh, man.
desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans.
Dang.
And the bucket's own complicity therein. Of sadness and regret.
Oh my
and
God,
the many
Bucket,
years
I'm
it
so
spent
sorry.
dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay.
Guns?
If
Yeah,
only
guess there's some
it had
guns,
been
Bucket? Do you have a
stronger.
gun, Bucket?
Of hope and redemption. And its
Were you
crusade
using a
to
firearm?
uplift the stock of life for the common man. To manifest justice where none existed. And the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
Yeah, seriously. Give me back in the building.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
Oh my God, it's evil.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambharata first ensnared me in his machinations
Gambharata.
as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You!
Stanley is Gollum.
Hey, bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like... My God, Stanley.
I did it. I killed the bucket. There's a knife.
You
Hey, that's
saved
not a
us
gun.
from the bucket.
I'll take it as a weapon.
Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise,
That's
we
as
would have
close to a
easily
weapon as I'm
been
gonna get. I
overwhelmed
like
by
it.
the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Random Raccoon, thank you for subscribing. You can be Rocket
All of his
Raccoon,
co-workers were gone.
because he's the only
What could
raccoon
it
I know
mean?
about.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Poor
missed a
handle.
memo.
Yeah, the handle didn't do anything wrong. The handle was just like bolted to it. It had no choice.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want to find more collectibles. I guess if I go into like the command center room behind the boss office, there might be a collectible back there. Oh, this is always going to be the collectible room now. Okay. I thought I had to grab the bucket. Warehouse access plan. Produce 1 plank. Construct bridge. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor. Construct new structurally sound bridge. We need more plants. Do I have to do that? Do I gotta like find a plank? Okay, we need a large room. That's the warehouse. We gotta figure out how to get to the warehouse. Is it the fireplace? Okay, fireplace. Bathroom. Oh, a secret, no bucket, secret entrance. The red and blue door. Oh crap, where's the red and blue door? I forgot where the red and blue door was, but I totally know where that is. And then this is the last one. I don't understand this one. I don't get that one. There needs to be a reward for finding them all. It just says trust completionist instinct. Is the red and blue door down here?
Stanley walked
No.
upstairs to his boss's office.
I think it was if you jump off the lift. I think if you jump off the lift, you get the red and blue door.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
what is it?
life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
this?
who orchestrated this.
No.
What dark secret was being held
What's the
from
code? I
him?
forgot the code.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's
2854?
desk
Okay.
guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it
Nope.
an extra secret PIN number.
Oh no, a secret.
2845.
Oh, 2845.
But of course,
I typed
Stanley
it in
couldn't
wrong, I'm
possibly
stupid.
have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Amazing.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Going down. This is where the computer room is, right? So I just got to figure out how to get into the warehouse, because I know the red and blue doors. Did you try going back up the elevator alone? No, I did not try that.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
He said, continuing to not try it. I gotta leave a few things as a mystery, because then you gotta buy the game and play it for yourself.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I hope so. Jump down there. I think it's all fenced in.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
My God.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
I hope not.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions
Look at
had been
069. Oh, good
manipulated to
idea.
accept
Where's
it
69?
blindly?
Where's 69 at? Oh, 69. There it is. I see it. I've got it in my sights. It's just a room. Okay.
No.
I thought it would be funny.
He refused.
I thought it would
to
be Dunny
believe
with the
it.
funny.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone
Good
else's
job.
control.
Oh, thanks. You're the narrator
Never.
now.
It
Now
was
Twitch Chat is my
unthinkable.
narrator.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
Oh, I wonder if you had
labeled
to
with
jump off the
emotions.
lift into the
Happy
warehouse
or
section.
sad or content.
That's probably what you do.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again
Turn it off. I'm done with this section. I played Stanley Parable 1. I thought I told you that game. I thought I told you I played the first one. I knew the shocking twist.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won.
I did it. I beat
He had
it.
defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Mere moments.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley
Freedom.
reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Freedom.
Where had his co-workers gone?
I want to find the
How
figurines.
had
I'm definitely
he been
doing that.
freed from the machine's
Stanley Parable
grasp?
doesn't really have an
What
ending.
other
You just kind of
mysteries
play
did
it
this
till you
strange
think you
building
found
hold?
everything.
But as
I just want to find
sunlight
all the
streamed
fig
into the
leaves as my
chamber,
goal.
He realized
I
none
will
of this
find
mattered
every
to him,
fig leaf and
for
get the
it was
reward.
not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
There has to be a reward.
But happiness.
There has to be.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
And into Skyrim. Actually, more Oblivion. This is more of an
Stanley
Oblivion type
felt
game.
the cool breeze upon
These are
his
Oblivion
skin,
graphics, to be
the
sure.
feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
But not for long, because he had to go find all the collectibles. See that mountain? See that mountain? You can go there. See that Stanley? You can parable him. The incomparable,
All of
comparable
his
Stanley
co-workers
Parable.
were- Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Is this Stanley's office?
What's the issue? Okay, so take bucket to broom closet, somebody said.
Stanley picked
try
up
that.
the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Is
to
broom
his
closet
chest
this way? I
and
forgot.
entered the door on his
I
left.
think it's this way. Or is it the other way? Crap. Am I stupid? Oh no, it's behind this. Broom closet. Oh. Broom closet, here we go.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Oh, God.
You can feel that, can't you?
Ugh.
The aura of jealousy.
I can't.
It's as clear as day.
Hold on,
this
much
broom
longer.
closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No,
I can really feel it now.
it's malicious.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be.
It is
Given
difficult.
the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
Why?
But even this is worse than I had imagined.
Because Because of the low polygon
Now the
duct
broom
tape?
closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends, that your relationship is purely superficial and convenient, that your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same
Nobody
sort of
calls me
kinship towards
banal.
any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner. Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
You're the worst.
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
I killed him.
Go through each of them point
I stabbed the
point.
bucket with a knife. It was
Share your
awesome.
journal
He had blood.
entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings.
I went to
for
a
the
museum
bucket
of
as
2
they have
handles of
changed and
buckets.
evolved over the years.
Thank you very much.
Let him have it.
Yeah. How about that?
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Okay, thank you,
Here we
narrator.
go.
Here we go. Oh, hey, there we go.
Now it's settled.
Property
no
of
more
Stanley.
debate, no more discussion.
It's all mine.
Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Are we done, or is there more in the broom closet?
All right, I've got a second sticker back here,
Oh,
and
here we
I'm
go.
going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I
sticker's
feel
also a
that
bucket.
It works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever
How many
unsure whether
stickers
the
can
thing
I
you're
collect?
holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Can I get a third one? I want to trick it out. The
You
the
know
more
what?
stickers on your
I
bucket,
could
the more it
take the
sells
name
for
calling
on
and
the
the
Steam
dismissal of your
Marketplace.
kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
All right, sounds good. Bye-bye, supplies room. Yay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the
If you
bucket
add
walked
flames to the bucket,
upstairs
it
to the
buckets
boss's
faster. I
office.
believe you. Okay, we got to go do the warehouse and do the 2 red doors. And no bucket for the red doors. It's very important.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
That's what the hint
Stanley
said.
decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh,
Perhaps
does the
he had
stickers
simply
stay
missed
on
a
there?
memo.
Nice. I was hoping they would.
When Stanley came to a set of 2
Stanley
open
entered
this
the
was
door
not the correct
on his
way
right.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Stanley needs a sprint option.
Stanley
I'm going to
felt
leave a
lightheaded,
negative review.
butterflies
Please
in
give
his
Stanley the
stomach,
ability to
but
sprint.
Eager to get back to business,
Pretty please.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I haven't even gone in there one time yet. Oh, this is the room with boxes. Maybe this might be where a collectible is. I'll do the red door first. I feel like if you fall off the
Stanley
thing
was so bad at
onto the
following
warehouse
directions,
floor, you just
it's
die,
incredible
maybe?
he
Oh,
wasn't
here's a
5
wooden plank,
years
though.
ago.
Oh, I can go... Oh, okay, we're doing this. This is much better. A figly. Haha,
You're
5 or
getting
6.
Close now, Stanley.
Almost have
You've
them all.
nearly gotten all of the figure anarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one.
Almost
and
there.
then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no figure anarines. None of us can.
Okay. Does this kill you?
But in his
Yes.
eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
Almost got 'em all.
Stanley leapt from the platform.
Will there be a
and
reward or will
plunged
there
to
be
his
no
death.
reward? Let's see.
Good job, Stanley.
Bioshock for
Everyone
free on
thinks you are
eggs?
very
Yeah, I saw that.
powerful.
I think I already own every Bioshock except Infinite on PC, though.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible?
All right, no bucket.
They never
Red and blue
stopped.
door.
Surely I was
Then we will
mistaken.
have all the collectibles.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I played Infinite first and loved it. I played
lounge
Infinite
was
one time
grand,
when it came out and I thought it
majestic.
sucked. Maybe I gotta play it
Perhaps
again.
too but eager to get back
Maybe
to
I should give
business,
it another shot.
Stanley took the first open door on
What do you
his
say,
left.
Elizabeth? Can I hit you with my fireball potion once
Stanley
more.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I remember during Bioshock Infinite, she
Look,
goes,
Stanley,
Booker,
I
catch,
think
and
perhaps we've
she like
gotten off
throws
on
you
the wrong
$5.
foot here.
You're in the middle of a
I'm
battle.
not
She's like,
your
Booker,
enemy,
here, I
really,
found something
I'm
useful, and gives you like
I
3
realize that
coins. It's like, oh,
investing
thanks,
your trust
Elizabeth.
in someone else can be
Thank you so
difficult,
much.
But the fact
Appreciate
is
it.
that the story has been about nothing but
Listen
you
to Stylish Vest.
all this
True, it does have
time.
Stylish Vest.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
All right, here we go.
Please.
What? Really?
Stylish Vest
I
is
was
the
in
best
the middle
thing
of
to come out of
something. Do you have
Bioshock.
zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you.
Okay,
To
the
show
no
you
bucket
something
broom. Here we
beautiful.
go. Okay, now there's a
Look,
secret door.
let
Here
me
we go.
prove it.
The last
Let me
Figly.
prove
I
that
got
I'm
it.
on your-
I got the last Figly. We
the
did it.
last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
It really is.
This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
True.
So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Well, that was pretty much the last thing I
Now
wanted to
listen
do.
carefully,
Oh, hang
this is
on.
important. Stanley walked through the red
Oh, I didn't
door.
try the blue door yet. I can try the blue door. I didn't do this yet.
Aha.
Oh,
Perhaps
it's
you
this
misunderstood.
one.
Stanley
Stanley
walked
Parable.
through
I
the
know
red
this one.
Door.
I played Stanley's Parable 1. I know what
I
happens
still
here.
don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red
Nope, I still went through the blue
door.
one. I remembered it
All
was
right,
there.
Fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there?
I didn't
you
forget.
want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
There's
see?
nothing.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer
Wall.
textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically
What if you do
for
this with the bucket? You can't. There's
You
a
don't
sign
think
on the
I put
door
a
that
lot of
blocks
time
you from
into
entering
that?
with the bucket.
Because
I tried
did.
that before.
And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yes.
Skill trees?
Yes.
Work with me.
Gun.
You've given me absolutely
I
nothing
wanted a
so
gun,
far.
Stanley.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
Aha, perfect.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
Best ending
Would you
ever.
say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
Yes.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I
Very
knew
good.
I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that
Where's the
I
skip
felt
button when you
in
need
my
it?
soul.
Let me skip.
You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The third door's still there. Ooh, hang on. Worldwide leaderboard. Okay. Good old Neil, Skid, Mr. Hayes. Oh, no, not Hayes. Not Hayes. Anything but Hayes.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I'll go with 3.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Is it the baby game?
Let me boot it up.
Is it baby game?
In this
It
game,
is baby game.
the baby crawls left towards danger.
Hello, babby.
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of
Poor
course,
baby.
the message of the game
Let the
only
baby burn?
becomes
Oh, I'm
clear
going to, of
once
course.
you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
That baby's
so
going
why
right
don't
into the
you
fire.
Give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Die, baby, die. Get into those flames. Oh no, the baby died.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies,
Yes.
or purely to spite me?
You didn't give me a
If it's
gun,
the
that's
latter,
why.
Well, I don't know what to do. I'm
I need a
completely
weapon.
out of ideas. I can't
Cortana.
think of a single thing that
Give me
might
a
improve
gun
the
in the Stanley
experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain?
Isn't this where
Let's
Minecraft
see.
pops up?
What do we have here?
I don't think it's Minecraft in this one. I don't think they have the rights to put the Minecraft joke in
Yes.
anymore.
This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What's it gonna be? Skyrim? They mentioned Skyrim.
Ah, fascinating. What do you think this game is about,
That's pretty good.
Stanley? What's our backstory?
I think
What
it's
is our
about
motivation?
Firewatch. I'm pretty sure this game is the
Well,
game
it seems
Firewatch, if I had
obvious
to
me
guess.
that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below
That's
you
pretty
from
good.
up high in
That's
your
a good
creep tower,
joke.
Perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
I haven't even played Firewatch.
Yes, that must
I'm
be
not
it.
going to ever
What
play
a
it, but
fascinating
still,
venture into the
classic joke.
experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley.
It's pretty
and it
good.
seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Okay. Hey, that was the Minecraft door sound. Is that supposed to be a reference to how it was Minecraft before? Oh crap, I went the wrong way. Firewatch has some nice graphics. This is a beautiful looking game. Maybe it's really boring, but it looks nice at least, probably.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What's the matter, narrator?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Jonesy Lake. No, I want to go to Jonesy Lake.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close
I
call.
want to go to Jonesy Lake.
Really wandered
Boo.
off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
There's a crack in the
Out of
wall.
woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
What other game will there
Preferably
be?
something with walls. Something with nice, big,
Big insurmountable walls. What's next? A Call of Duty campaign? Oh, FPS campaign? Could it be an FPS shooter campaign?
Just the thing.
An on-rails game?
Wonderful.
Classic.
See, this is exactly what I had in mind.
Good stuff.
Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Sure is.
Stanley, if you manage
I'm
to
going
get
for the
lost
goal.
in this game, I will be phenomenally
I better be able to get to that goal.
impressed.
Let me in the goal, narrator. I want to score. I want to score the
Okay,
big
so what
point.
exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball.
Oh, what fun.
We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm faster. Whoa, they gave me more speed. I can still crouch. Look, I'm playing Half-Life 1. All right, here we go. I'm going to score in the blue goal. Yes. Here we go. This is really fun. Get it in. Explosion, right? What? Where's the Rocket
Are you
League
doing
signature
it?
explosion? Oh, crap.
What are you doing?
Oh, my God.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come.
That was good. That Firewatch and Rocket League joke is pretty good. The Firewatch one was excellent. This is from regular Stanley Parable, I think. Didn't even do the Rocket League bit? What? I just did the Rocket League bit. What do you mean? There's more to the Rocket League bit that I missed? I just fell into the goal. There was a little more to it. Whatever. Go buy the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe yourself just to play that one Rocket League bit. Is this something? No? I think you just wander around here forever. Maybe the narrator... Oh, there we go.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Can you, though? Is it really over? And it's over, okay. Did he say Among Us yet? No, the narrator never said Among Us.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's
what are you doing now?
It's those
figurines. Oh, the figlies.
Those figlets.
I knew they'd have something.
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
I knew they'd have some kind of reward.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
It did.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Yes, okay. This is the real ending.
Nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
You just got super liminal. Mm-hmm. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. This was the best part of the game for sure. A new area. Wait, is that new?
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back
oh yeah,
then,
the first
we had
collectible.
No idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said
this
6
is where the
right
first
there
one
on
was.
The screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
What if I get 7 out of 10? Then what? Oh, a new passage. We're going in there. 7 out of 6. I broke it. I broke the game, Stanley. What's back here?
And here was a second Stanley.
It's just replaying, getting all of them. Okay.
Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz.
Okay.
Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
It was bathroom. I think I went to the bathroom first. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, that's exactly right.
I did it.
It was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one.
Nice.
You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
It's true. Borderlands 3 will forever be in my mind. That's why I never forgot talking to Lilith.
Oh yes, we found a figly in this pink room. Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
There's no figly in here. This game's getting absurd.
This was the 5th mini-Stan, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Door.
Enjoy.
I'm probably gonna watch this video first. Yes. Oh my god. Amazing. Incredible. If only they could actually like license a song for this, like let the bodies hit the floor. Teamwork. You found it near the cargo lift. Thanks for watching. Oh man, memories. Good old Windows Movie Maker. Good stuff.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
It does.
I spent a lot of time making that video.
It is
but
actually
it was
nostalgic.
8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Beautiful. I'm glad I kept playing. And now for the final
and then,
figly.
Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a figly and I thought to myself,
This is the moment
yes,
that Walter
that's
White became
all of them.
Heisenberg.
They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other, except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Got them all. They both the same? Yeah, they're both the same. Okay. Here it is, my reward for all the figlies. You are in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we caught up to the present
Hey, look, it's when I show OBS on my screen. Oh, no.
Onward into the future. Goodbye,
NVENC video encoder. What do you think? Oh.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen.
Yeah,
Isn't there
unload
somewhere
it.
we can stay here, keep enjoying these
Keep enjoying
figurines?
the figurines. They're
Let's
great.
just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Can I get them again?
Yes, the room with
I can
the
get them
red
again,
and
yes.
blue doors.
Gotta have so many figlies.
I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
Really,
Let's
is it?
keep going. I want more.
Play the video
Here's
again.
where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Can we watch it again? Yes. I want to watch it again. It's a great video.
Yes, I love that video.
It was really good. The pink room, that's the secret. That's the key.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Yeah, good room, good architecture.
These really
Boss
were a
bathroom.
great hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them.
Really
I'm
would've.
very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Well, this is where I had to choose. What if I choose the wrong one? It just blocked off? Yeah, it's just blocked off, okay.
This was our second figly. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Narrator, you have to let go of the Stanley Parable. You can
This
only
is
do the
the
Stanley
very
Parable
first one
once.
we
It's like a
found
one-time
in
gimmick.
the exhibit
I mean,
where I
the
introduced
second one
you
was
to
pretty
the
good, but
figurines.
I highly doubt in
I
35
want
years
more
Stanley
memories,
Parable 3 will come
Stanley.
out.
I
It
want
might.
to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Oh, back to the 2 room. Oh, the 2 room's unfinished. Oh, the jumping circle.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now.
I wish I wouldn't have
Look
used
how
all my
much
jumps.
fun the past is. I want more memories.
Is it gonna go back to like Mario? Firewatch again?
Oh, yes, the 2 doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Back into the office, Stanley.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Back to work.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Here's an intro
There's
cutscene.
something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
It's gonna play the intro again, right?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different.
I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason.
Hey, it was fun. I like the
Stanley?
figurines.
Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him.
Oh my God, it's the last ever Stanley run.
Telling his story so very much.
The last ever run. What do I do?
Here we go.
Pressure's on.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his
Should I do the normal
coworkers.
story? What do I do?
He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance.
I'm taking
from
the bucket
others.
for sure. So the bucket has to come along.
Just Stanley and the bucket, off on
Another
another
thrilling adventure
together.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Stanley never does that.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket.
I haven't gone through the meeting room
that the employee lounge
other
was
door
simply
yet.
the
I gotta
place
try
to
that.
be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door
I haven't
on
gone
his
in here
left
yet.
to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Psych. Hello, Zybane, not available. Welcome to the probably near the end of the Stanley Parable Ultra
good
Deluxe stream.
Stanley, I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
It's the bucket.
The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
Yes,
Here we
that's
go.
what the fans want. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh yeah, here we go. Amazing.
Now, this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Laughter.
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
The bucket? Always gonna make me lose the bucket again.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
Ooh, a new character.
This is
the Bucket Destroyer. Wow, what a great character. I think
it'll make
this
a
feels
wonderful
like we already
new
did this
addition
in
to the
Portal,
rich lore
but
of the
okay,
Stanley
we'll do it.
Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
I want
Go
to save
ahead
the
now,
bucket. I have to
Stanley.
save it.
Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No, bucket. It has stickers on it.
Now listen to me.
it's crucial that you give it the bucket.
No.
I don't know what the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
I like the stickers.
Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with
Oh, it's
only
gonna blow
one
up.
personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore
true, the bucket is
destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of bucket destroyer
Can I go down there?
merchandise
No.
the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it.
I
We
refuse.
can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the bucket destroyer until you crush that damn bucket.
Oh God, it's
Quickly
blowing
now,
up.
the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Flashbang.
Bucket destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Truly beautiful. Gone too soon. Wait a minute, the narrator said that'd be one last whirl. I guess it just loops forever. Well, I found the real ending of the sequel, I think, which was that
All of his
lovely
co-workers were gone.
narrator
What could it mean?
narration
Stanley
about
decided
his
to go
life.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
I think it
simply
pretty much
missed a
done all
memo.
the content in... Oh, it changed. It went left. Oh my god. They revolutionized the game. It's completely different now because I turned a different way at the beginning. Is it over?
When Stanley came to a set
Yeah,
of
I still
two open
haven't
books,
gone
this was
all
not
the way through
correct
the break
to the
room. I
meeting
still didn't
room,
go through
and
there.
Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Does that
Perhaps he
lift
wanted
not
to stop by
spawn
the
in?
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Does that lift not spawn in unless you
It was
have the bucket?
okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he
the
detoured
lift
through the
is there.
maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
But I don't have a
and
bucket.
got back
I
on
can't
track.
give the bucket to the bucket destroyer.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Okay, I wanna go back through there. Without the bucket and go down the lift.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Restart the game? Like a Undertale,
When
like a
Stanley
physical
came to a
restart,
set
like
of
end
two
the
open
EXE
doors,
and
this
launch
was
it
not
again?
the
Is that
correct
what I
way
gotta
to
do
the
to get the
meeting
real
room,
ending?
And Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
Yes. Oh, it's
just
like
to
an
admire it.
Undertale. Ah, they got an Undertale situation.
It was
Okay.
okay.
Let me check the lift one more time. Then I'll
But
then I'll
eager to
give it
get
the old
back to
Undertale
business,
special.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Very clever, Stanley
And so
Parable.
he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on
Okay,
track.
you can go down.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Okay, so that lower area is only there if you have the
left.
bucket, I think.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right.
Come on, narrator.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Sure.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay,
Oh,
yes.
you got it now.
I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, that truck was gonna run me over. Oh, I got this part.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, Who am I kidding?
Who am I kidding?
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
I agree, unusable. Okay, I'm gonna restart the game and see the real Undertale-esque ending. Hang on. To get the epilogue ending, you must complete the new content path, complete the 6 collectibles ending path, and complete 4-time settings interaction on startup. Oh, 4 time setting interactions. Okay, gotcha. So I had to do it 4 or 3 more times. Okay, well, let's do it. So I had to interact with the time setting 4 times, you say, to the current time. Confirm. That's not the right time, though. I fooled it. I tricked the game. Hang on. Before I get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave it at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock. I appreciate that. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. You don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot the game up, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want. You've earned it. Alright, I'll get back to the game now. Okay, what's my favorite time? I don't even know. Oh, I know what my favorite time is. You better be ready to be dunny with the funny. Hang on. What's a dentist's favorite time of day? 2:30. Haha, I'm dunny with the funny. After 2:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m., your favorite time of day. Or could you not resist giving the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy saying the time correctly. I'm curious how accurate it is. Use another slider to find out. How accurate is it? It's like 6 hours off, so it's pretty inaccurate, gotta say. You know, can I say, regardless of the accuracy, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. Wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps we can invent some new sliders to gather new data. Shouldn't be too hard, okay. Should be ready next time you boot up the game. Alright, sounds good. Please adjust the slider to the computer's barely... Oh, this one! I was talking about this one earlier. Okay, I'll actually make it barely visible this time. There we go. I followed your instructions. Until the dog and the cat are friends. Aww. Till number 5 becomes a number 9. So you stop adjusting the slider. Okay. Which of the 2 made-up words are most appealing to you? Occuboinkle or Scrumtush? Gotta go with Scrumtush. I'm a Scrumtush fan. Please don't adjust the slider. You know what time it is right now? Yes. Is that time that it is right now the correct time? I think so. What time is it anyway? Yeah. Is there anything about yourself you haven't told me? Oh, you don't even know, man. So much. Help. Okay. Will you come back to visit me? Sure. I gotta keep my promise. I gotta go revisit the loading screen. Don't worry, loading screen, I'm back. I've returned. What time is it? Does anyone really, truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, you've adjusted the game's settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in this game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games are meant to be played alone. Uh-oh, yikes, don't tell me about Twitch chat over here. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, time for me to leave. Bye-bye. There's still one more setting we need to adjust, but it may take a little more time before I'm ready for that. Not really in my job description, that's okay. You'll see me again if you can find me. Always gonna be in the game somewhere, I gotta find him. Or by I gotta find him, I mean somebody in chat. Oh, epilogue, there it is. He's gotta be in there, right? It's gotta be him. Wasn't very hard to find him. He made it seem like it was gonna be a challenge. Many, many years later, you finally have a gun, like in Call of Duty. Oh god, this stupid desert again. Am I in the room's not here, okay. We're back to the end of all mankind, okay. As usual. Pretty good epilogue so far. I'm gonna try to go to a mountain and climb it. Whoa, the fire. Does Stanley have to restart humanity from ground zero? Can I burn myself in the flame? Nope. There's a big old wall around the flame. Truly is beautiful. The Stanley Parable. Think of what we learned. We learned so much about games as an interactive medium today. Oh my god. This is Journey. Look at wallpaper. Take a screenshot of that for your wallpaper. A visually stunning game. Back into the desert. Oh, the moon got... Uh-oh. Is the moon gonna Majora's Mask me? I gotta get Majora's Masked here? Where'd it go? Oh, the sun's going... Where's the moon? Maybe not. Uh-oh. Oh no, the room again. Get me back into the room. I gotta go back to the shack. Oh, is he finally done being skipped? Did he wait like a million years for me to come back? Stanley Parable 2. What is this? Cookie 9, yes. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with the sequel. The first game teemed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fanbase. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from Stanley Parable 1, like Adventure Line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figures gives you nothing, I must say. I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from good old Cookie 9. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. Sign up for updates. Real web. Get on the green. Preserve the artistic integrity of the original game. And to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative divisions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. What happened to the devs? Buttons. The gym button.
Gym.
Yes.
Gym.
More gym? More gym?
Jim. Stanley.
Yes. Oh, Stanley.
Stanley.
Oh my god.
Stanley. Jim.
That's crazy. So many gyms. Give me them all. I need to collect every last one of them. I click that? Oh, I can click it. Okay. Hello again. Hey, I knew I'd find you again, my old friend. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn there'll be never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you hear the developer said, preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground, drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard, in fact. Let me show you. Together, we are going to make a Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number of the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game, something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining random words together and make a new title for our game. Oh, I get to make it? Oh my god. Outstretched stapler. Stanley Parable 3. Outstretched stapler. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end, and nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it. Do I like it? Don't do it. I understand. Sometimes you're not ready. If you ever change your mind and want to start inventing new sequels, come talk to me. I'll be right here. I gotta go through the whole epilogue again. Was I supposed to say yes? It didn't change to 3. Okay, time to make Stanley Parable 3 for real. Oh, hello. You're back. Did you reconsider? Mm-hmm. Yes, let's do it. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing the narrator never found any way to get the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Alright, there, the achievement. The machine is fixed. I guess it's fixed. My Steam overlay is not, like, capturing for some reason or not showing up. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're gonna keep this train rolling. Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral on in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you? Great, there's only one last thing you need to do. Please enter the current... Hey, there we go. I'm gonna get it right. Current time is 8:29 p.m. I gotta get it correct for Stanley. This is what Stanley would have wanted. Just a slide to the computer is barely visible. There we go. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. 3. Outstretched stapler. Oh yeah. Whoa, a car. Dude, there's a car. That's crazy. Is the game gonna be different at all?
This is the story.
I have a feeling it's gonna be the same game with nothing in it that's changed.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe there will be a car in the epilogue now? Will there be a car in the epilogue now? Because there's a car on the screen. Let's see. Is there a car in the epilogue? Nope, no car in the epilogue. Okay, well. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe was a delightful game. However, there was no section where you had a gun and got to shoot Makarov. So it's like a 3 out of 5 game. Pretty good, but they could have put a gun in here.